Hello everyone and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at Solaxy as well as Mind of Pepe. Right? These are two scams coming from the same scammers who have scammed multiple scams, as we have discussed before if you have been on the channel for a while. Right? So in this video, I want to actually comment on a perilous scenario that I have observed when it comes to these scam tokens. And here, so that you don't fall into the same trap, right? So what is this situation? Well, this situation is mostly catches those who actually come to an understanding that, of course, this is a scam, but maybe there's a way to make money from this scam. And they end up getting banned. So what are we talking about? Right, so obviously, if we just take a look into Solaxy right now, you see the current price point is sitting at 3083, right? That's where we are sitting, and we saw that there was an artificial price pump, right? Let's see if we can change some of these metrics here. Let's put it on the 5 days, right? So if we put it on the 5 days, let's see an update. So if you see this, right, there was a launch, token goes down, comes up, it goes down again, and then we see this pump to around 2013. And there's been a lot of discussions that, you know what, with these scam pre-sales, there's a way to make money, which is when after it launches and it goes down, maybe we buy it when it's down, when it comes back up, maybe we can make some money, right? So this is a discussion that I've seen happening, and I thought, let me do this video, right, to talk about this exact scenario, right? This is one of the only ways possibly that you might be able to make some money with these pre-sales, because remember, the golden rule is you never ever buy during the pre-sale, right? So I know that there are a lot of people who say this is a scam, I'm staying far away from it, and some even get upset. Why would you even say that you can buy into this, right? But some people are seeing opportunities everywhere, just as in other markets there are options where people will buy short options where they will short the price of Bitcoin, right? Or some will buy call options where they bet on the price of Bitcoin going up, some bet on the price of Bitcoin going down. There are multiple ways to invest, right? So I am not a judge on what kind of way each person prefers to invest, but I just want to give a warning when it comes to this strategy of buying the dump, right? Buy the dump so that you can buy the artificial pump, right? The reason for this is we're going to search for one transaction. When I saw this transaction, I saw it live when it actually happened. And I felt very sorry for this investor. This was in Mind of Pepe, right? So let me just go and search for this transaction. So this transaction was a whale transaction, right? So whales are those, if you are not aware, whales are those who actually, let me just open this up. So they are shrimp. Anyone who invests below 1,000 into a pre-sale is a shrimp, right? Fish invest between 1,000 and 3,000. Dolphins invest between 3,000 and 10,000, and anyone who invests over and above 10,000 is a whale, right? So this was a whale transaction. So let me just check that transaction and let's learn from it, right? So we see here, this is 17K. It's not the one that we're looking for. So let's go to the next page, right? And then we want to go all the way up so that we can start to go down looking for that transaction, right? So we just carry on to just look here. So we see that was like a 30,000 transaction. Let's continue to check here, right? So it seems it's not here. Let's continue to check the next page, right? So we see here there are a couple of whale transactions here that we are seeing, and we're just going to continue to scroll, right, looking for that transaction. It was 30K transaction. Let's continue, right? And then we continue to check that transaction. there. I think we've actually reached the end. Let's go, and then we continue to check here. Let's see if we can find that transaction. Okay, so there is the transaction. Sorry, I had to actually cut the video there while I was looking for the transaction. So it was on the 8th of June, right? So I believe this investor, they even bought in the pre-sale and they decided, you know what, I can, when the price drops, I'm going to go and buy, and then when it comes up, then I sell. And they invested 12 ETH, equivalent to over 30,000 US dollars. Right, 30,000 US dollars. So let's check what happened. So what we're going to do here, right, is we're going to copy this, right? We're going to copy this and check what happened, right, with this particular transaction for this investor, right? And then we want to go to here where it says makers, paste the wallet address, apply to just filter the transactions for that wallet. So you see on the 8th of June, went in with $30,000, right? And then they started to see the price going down and down. And guess what happened? They ended up selling for 16,000, half of the investment that they had made, almost half, right? So what caused this, right? So this is lack of information, right? Lack of information caused this, because it's not a bad strategy to think, okay, the price has dropped, let me go and buy, and then I'm going to go and sell. But they even looked at multiple projects, right, to be able to do something like this. And I've seen this situation playing out in multiple projects. For example, take a look at Pepe Unchained, right? Same situation. You see a lot of people were buying into Pepe Unchained, right? Like right here, you see 0.018, 0.016, 0.017. And then all of a sudden, boom, the price drops to 2097, right? Right here, the scammers dumped the price, right? Because the people thought that, you know what, the price is down. So now is the time to go and buy. And then they go and buy. And guess what? The scammers, they walk away with the bag and leave you holding useless tokens, right? So this is something that I have highlighted. It's something that I have highlighted because the channel members requested for me to cover this topic. So 5 months ago, I did 2 videos, right? The first one is this one, right? 6 golden rules for buying pre-sale. There are 6 golden rules, right? And this is very strict. Should be very strict with this, right? And then there's also the other video, the PBO pre-sale buy strategy, also 5 months ago. So it's a follow-up of this. So the first video that you need to watch is this one, 6 golden rules, right? Followed by the PBO pre-sale buy strategy, right? Because I have been looking at multiple projects, right? Multiple projects. And with all these projects, I have seen this very same scenario playing out, right? I've seen it playing out. And once you actually, for you to actually be able to watch this video, there's a lot of people ask me this question, you need to join the membership. That doesn't mean subscribe. You are already subscribed to the channel, but you need to join the channel membership. You can do so by just going to, just click the links here of the channel, right? The links of the channel, and there's this first link here, say join membership, right? So that's the link that you need to click, and you'll be able to get access to the members only content, and also access to my email, so that if you are not clear about anything mentioned in any of the membership videos, you can drop me an email, because the email is part of what you get as your on the welcome screen. Once you join the membership, you see my email there, right? I don't release it out to the public because I was sick and tired of spam right on my inbox. So I just made an email that is only for those who join the channel membership, right? That actually allows me to have more effective engagement with those who are actually committed, right? And those who support the channel. So these are the 2 videos. They cover multiple projects, right? And cover all scenarios to give you in-depth information, so that you can decide if this is something that you want to risk doing, right, or not. than to just go blindly into any pre-sale and think that it might be a a good thing to go and try to short it, right? It goes down, you buy, hoping it's going to pump back up, right? So I thought this was an important topic to cover. Let me know, have you tried to do this? And have you made some money? If you have, let us know, how did it go? Do you plan to do it again? All right. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.